it's a sin to keep the law of Moses, darling.
Where did you read that at?
Well, because again, here we can find right here. Let me go back to it before I let the others go ahead and engage with you. Let's see. Okay. Galatians chapter 5, verse 4 says this. And I'll read it. In fact, I'll read it in context for you. It says here, for freedom, Christ has set us free. Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to a yoke of slavery or bondage. Look, I, Paul, say to you that if you accept circumcision, right, Christ will be of no advantage, no effect to you. I testify again to every man who accepts circumcision that he is obligated to keep the whole law. You are severe from Christ or estranged from Christ. You who would be justified by the law, you have fallen away from grace. You're a sinner. You're in sin.
So when we read when Peter, okay, so you're using Paul, right? So let's get some what needs to be done is you need to set guidelines in how you're obtaining your information, right? So and this is what I was speaking to one of your UA brethren about the other day, right? So in Matthew, Yeshua tells us, and he also tells us in Luke, he repeats it. He says, and he's repeating the law of Moses that you're talking about. He says that whenever we're establishing any matter, the only way that matter can be established if we bring 2 or 3 witnesses. Are you familiar with that verse? Are those verses?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with you falling away from grace. Deal with the
No, right.
first 4 verses I gave you. What does it mean to fall away from grace?
Wait, but I understand that,
No,
but
ain't
I
no
thought
wait, but deal
right.
with those 4 verses.
So okay, so you gave me a chance to speak, and I'm talking, and I'm explaining to you what must be done, and you're just going to interrupt what I'm saying to go somewhere else. I feel
The
that's like out
scriptures
of order.
say, I testify again to every man who accepts circumcision, which is by the law of Moses, that he is obligated to keep the whole law. You are estranged from Christ. You who would be justified by the law, you have fallen from grace.
Right. So what I was saying was that when Yeshua tells us we got to bring 2 witnesses to establish a matter, and I was explaining to the brother where the UAs are in error is because we have verses in Matthew, Luke, all over the scripture where Yeshua verbatim says, whoever teaches and does the law will be great in the kingdom of heaven, right?
So what would take your pick? You want Hebrews chapter 9? You want Hebrews chapter 10? Would you like Philippians? Which one would you like? Would you like Romans? Would you like the rest of the book of Galatians? I appeal to the entire book of Galatians that testifies against you, that says that you are in sin because you run back to the law of Moses.
Right. So when I'm asking you, okay, so give me where it says that whoever teaches the law will not be great in heaven.
You have fallen from grace.
And this is why I don't want us to deviate. I don't want to get into a screaming match.
I'm
I just
not
want to stay
I'm
logical.
not
Right.
deviating.
I
I'm
just,
on the, you said to
right.
show you where it says that. I went to Galatians chapter 5, verses 1 through 4. You want to deal with the law of Moses? You want to run back to the law of Moses? The scriptures say that you have fallen from grace. That's
So,
plain.
okay. So Yeshua, and I'm gonna try this again. Yeshua says, whoever teaches and does the law will be great in the kingdom of heaven, which he came to preach, the kingdom of heaven.
Hold on,
So
stop there.
I'm
Hold on,
trying to
pause
be
there for 2
great,
seconds.
right?
Hold on, pause there for 2
So
seconds.
you need to tell
Pause there
me.
for 2 seconds. Pause there for 2 seconds. I want to speak to the chat. Didn't I just give you this? Didn't I say those 2 questions? Didn't I say that they were going to appeal to Matthew 5, verse 17 through 19? He did just the very thing I just said earlier on. Look at this. Go ahead, continue. Make a fool of yourself.
Okay, so I'm just inquiring. I'm just inquiring. I'm just trying to see what is your hermeneutical method. Do you know what that means? It means how do you come to your conclusions? So I'm asking you, if if the only book I read was Matthew, and I read that to be great in the kingdom, all I would have to do is observe and teach the law of the Most High.
Really?
I will be great in the kingdom.
Can you show me
So
that in that Matthew 5 passage?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Book, chapter, and verse, please.
Yes, ma'am.
But now, if you go to that Matthew 17 through 19, I'm going to ask you a question on it. I'll go ahead and tell you.
Okay. Okay.
Because I know you hadn't read that whole chapter. You only know them few verses.
Okay. So I'm going to the part, excuse me. I'm starting at 17. It says, do not think that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For surely I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle will by no means pass from the law till all is fulfilled. So verse 19, whosoever therefore breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches men so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever, but whoever teaches, whatsoever therefore breaks one of the least commandments and teaches men so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So just from the plain reading of that, I'm seeing that whoever down cries and whoever speaks against the law will be the least in the kingdom.
All right, here's my question.
Great.
Okay. Here's my question to you. Can you show me something in the law that Jesus did not fulfill?
His coming back.
That's not in the law. That's not in the first 5 books of Moses.
Wait. So,
you think the law is the 10 Commandments, don't you? That actually means the first 5 books of Moses.
Right. So, what do you mean?
Show me something that he did not fulfill in the law.
Right. So,
did he become the perfect sacrifice to take away sins?
Yeah.
Did he become the prophet that Moses spoke of?
Yeah.
Did he become the lawgiver from Shiloh, Genesis 49?
What law give? What law did he give?
Genesis. Actually, you kept reading because Jesus says in verse 19, these commandments, and then he goes on to say, "You have heard it said, but I say." Read it, Sis Sherry. Let's go. Pull that up. I bet he don't even know that's there.
Wait. No, let's not get too far from it. I'm asking.
Why do you want to
right?
scared to go
to what Jesus said.
So what law is he talking about to teach and to do?
The ones he gives. I mean, it is his kingdom, right?
Okay, and which laws?
Of heaven.
Okay, right. And is that
Is
not the
it
kingdom of
not?
the
Is it?
Most High?
Wait a minute. Is not Messiah mean king?
Wait,
It's his kingdom.
Say that again.
Does not the Messiah mean king?
Oh, okay. So
So it's
it's
his kingdom, right?
but wait, this is where you get contradictory at. Okay, I'm
Oh my
saying
God,
it's
I'm
the
just
Most High.
telling
I'm
you
about
what
to
it
show
means.
you. I'm about to show you. I say it's the Most High's kingdom and Yahshua's kingdom, and it's only one law. But you're saying it's God's kingdom and it's Jesus's kingdom,
So
and it
when
has two
when
different laws.
Moses wrote
Let me
Genesis
finish.
49,
Let me finish. You're saying
he
it's
was
two
lying?
different law. You're saying it's two different laws in that kingdom, right?
No, I said there's one law, and it's
Okay,
Jesus
okay.
giving out the laws right here.
So it's no more God's law. It's just
It's
Jesus' law.
well, Jesus is God. You do know that, right?
Okay,